much for joining us on the Hangout tonight. You did give us some very valuable information. You also inspired a lot of other new people, even those who haven't signed up tonight. They're thinking, well, maybe this is not possible. But you're showing them that it is possible. So keep listening. I know that your items are smooth. Just going forward with it, and the sky is the limit. Great job there. Jen, I'd like to turn it back over to you and let you. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tam. I don't know about you, but I have been totally impressed by what is being shared this evening. I'm taking all sorts of notes. I mean, what Kana shared was awesome. Kristen is totally inspiring with all the listings she's already put up. So I'm just going to take a minute, and in case this is your first Winning Women Network, I'm going to share with you a little bit about what it is we're talking about. Essentially, we are a group of women here inside a company, inside an amazing team called the Unit of Prosperity, and we are essentially the pro level training is you find items that are selling on eBay for more than you can buy them on Amazon, and you're going to list them on eBay and buy them off Amazon when somebody buys it from you. So you get to make that spread of the profit. And there isn't any going to the post office. You're not shipping up boxes or anything like that at the pro level. It's a very simple business. And eBay is very friendly to people who are just getting into the business. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have your own website. You don't have to talk to other people about the business. You can do it on your own. Or if you decide you want to share it, then you can make additional money by sharing it. So the person who shared this with you cares about you, and they know that you can have a better life if that's what you so desire. We would love to welcome you to our team. So get back with that person who invited you here, because they can share more about how you can get involved in the pro training, in what we're talking about here. Me personally, when I started listing items, I signed up, I went through the training, I started listing, and I had my first sale within 24 hours. That to me was incredible proof, because I had done a lot of other things and I had never seen money come in that quickly. So this is something that can work quickly. That's not a guarantee that it's going to work quickly, but it absolutely is possible. So thank you for being here again, and we are going to continue along. I'm actually going to talk with Sally. Sally Joe, would you like to come on out? Awesome, we hear you.
Am I unmuted?
Yep.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Sally Joe O'Brien here from New Jersey. Jen is my sponsor. I'm so happy to be here. I'm honored that Jen invited me. So I've gotten so much value from everything that everybody's offered so far, and ditto all of it. A lot of the notes that I had written to talk about tonight, you've all already expressed. So awesome. A little bit about, let's see. Can you see me? A little bit about my journey so far with DSD. I met Jen at an entrepreneurs conference that was held by our mutual success coach. And when I heard about the business, I thought, wow, this sounds awesome, but I was in another company. And I'm still in that company. However, I wasn't really working that business. My primary business and my primary income is as a professional coach. I'm a certified coach. I coach people in business and in their personal lives, especially in transition. So, and for success and prosperity, right? So once I was in the, I kept hearing about it. It was in my consciousness. I kept thinking about the business. I saw her again, and eventually I said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And in the first 24 hours, I sold something, and I was so excited. It was in November, and I sold a couple things. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to gear up for Black Friday, whatever it takes. And what happened was I tried to do too many things. I tried to do 4 things at once, and I got overwhelmed. And I said, okay, I have to let this go. And it was still in my consciousness. And then in January, I suppose, I guess maybe late January, I got an email from Jen, and it just made me click back, and I went, you know what? You want to do this. You do have permission to do this, Sally. Give yourself permission to do this business and let the other thing go that doesn't excite you as much as this. And I just needed to give myself permission. Once I did that, I was off to the races, and I've been selling on eBay, and I made my first sale on Amazon today. And so you're the first to hear about that. So I'm so excited because there was a $65 spread. I was like, yes, this is awesome. So I found a really good source. And like, I'm excited about it. And so a couple things that haven't been offered yet that I wanted to offer that have been important, because it's so easy to get like hunkered down over the computer, right, and just like focused. And what I realized is that in addition to a daily method of operation for the next 30, 60, 90 days, you have to give yourself permission to take care of yourself. So like, not to hurt your neck, not to hurt your back, to like stretch, to have periods of time where you say, okay, every hour I'm going to stand up and I'm going to stretch, I'm going to breathe. I made a commitment that I would exercise every morning for a half hour, meditate, pray, read personal development, have a period of time for that, and do my income producing activities first thing, like pay myself first. I didn't used to do that in other things. I would just, get off track and not give myself permission to take myself and my business and my finances seriously. And there's something about this, the concreteness of the numbers in this company that lends itself to taking your business seriously. It's like very easy. There are the numbers. You either made money or you didn't make money. And so it's like paying attention to the numbers. I don't remember who said that, but boy, was that, really important. What else did I want to say about, something about just giving yourself permission to be successful. Like, like just being present in your business and being successful, and not thinking that when I'm here, I really should be changing a diaper, or I really should be doing laundry. I really it's yes, we multitask, but I don't know about you guys, but I am not a successful multitasker. I make up that I am, but I'm really just not. And then I get a whole lot of nothing done. So when I started to just really focus, that's when my sales started to increase. And then I just started feeling better about the day too. So what else did I want to say? As far as distractions, and we were talking about what are the things that get you distracted, most productive people don't start with their emails, and they don't start with Facebook in the morning. They do their own personal rejuvenation routine in the morning, get right to work with the most important things. And then you could get on Facebook at 10. But if you're worried about being present on Facebook, one of the things, there's a couple things that are my commitment to the next 30 days to get up and running. And that is, if you want to create a presence on Facebook, doing things like Post Planner. Where you plan 3 posts a day, via Post Planner. Doing videos that you can record like all at once and then post them so that they come out at targeted times. So those are some things to do, like kind of get organized so that you can not run around doing all kinds of promotion activities when you need to be doing income producing activities. I'm talking to myself here, so I'm just sharing, that. The other thing I've noticed that I have to do a better job of, and now I'm not doing this anymore, is don't get emotionally involved in the products, like in what you're selling. Like, oh, it'd be so nice to sell this, and somebody would love this. Like, no, it's a business. It's a table with 4 legs. Like, no. And to not shop, because it's a pretty fun, right? You start going along and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I paid this much for this, and I'm going to get that for the patio, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's easy to get off track shopping, right? Yourself. So I don't know if anybody else does that, but I know I do, and I know that it's like, okay, rein it back in. What else did I want to share that I wrote? Oh, well, this is implied, but I'll just say, like, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Like, really, why? That's like, know your why. And your vision board has a lot to do with that. But some of it's really like for me, I really want peace of mind. I want internal peace, and financial freedom will give me is among the many things, but that is one cornerstone to having peace. And like no guilt spending something, not taking a gulp when I buy something. So having money in the bank, living liquid, right? Is a big goal of mine. And one other thing, I'll just throw it out there. I decided that I would not have, well, I was looking for something to give up for Lent, and every year I give up chocolate or alcohol or something, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to give up alcohol until I hit my first 10K month in this business. And I haven't done it yet, but I really love wine, so I'm working hard to get that to happen. But the reason I did that, and any other things that were keeping me unproductive, that's all. So I started to eliminate the things that are keeping me unproductive. I don't know, I probably have some other major brilliant things, but I can't think of them right now.
Save them for the next hangout and share them there, Sally. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I got so many nuggets out of that. And I think one of the most helpful things that you mentioned for me personally was the combining things to do them in blocks of time. So the post planner, or recording a bunch of videos and then scheduling them to go out over time. That can really help, because multitasking is not just you. I think studies have shown that our brains don't actually multitask. It takes time when we switch gears in our mind and then to catch up. And so multitasking is not more efficient, but blocking out our time can be very, very powerful. So, man, what you shared, very valuable. Thank you so much, and we look forward to having you on another Winning Women Network Hangout in the near future.
Thank you.
All right, Lysandra, are you ready and willing to come out and share with us?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited to be here and tell you a little bit about me. I'm married. I'm an Army wife. I've got 2 little Army brats who are athletes and all over the place. And I was a skeptic. I was the skeptic when I started with DS Domination. And what was it? She was saying that she has 23, Kristen was saying she had 23 listings up. I listed like 5 things. I was going to Vegas after Christmas, so I said, okay, look, I'm just going to throw some stuff up. We'll see what happens, right? So I am, walking through the casinos in Caesar's Palace, and I hear cha-ching, and I'm like, okay, we're in the casino, and I looked down at my phone, I'm like, oh, snap. I saw something. Okay, this is cool. And so that was the test for me. I'm on vacation with my family, and I said, okay, if I can do this business while I am on vacation with my family, I'm not interrupting anybody, I'm not saying, hold on, I got to take this call and all that stuff, I'm in. Well, that's what it was. My husband had gone to go get dinner in a hotel. My daughter was in the bathtub. My son was watching Disney Channel or something, and I'm shipping stuff and relisting stuff. And nobody's none the wiser. Sweet, I'm in. So at that point, that's when I was really convinced. And, like I said, I've got 2 athletes. So coming up here in the spring and early summer, I am going to be a running fool because, my son plays baseball. My daughter's in cheerleading right now, and she plays softball. So my life is going to be a moving game of Tetris, between April and June. So it's going to be, and that's why this is important, because as long as I've got some, what you call this stuff when you get your internet on your phone and tethering. Yeah. So if I can tether out on the baseball field, I can, I can be shipping and listing while I'm cheering and all that other good stuff. So that's what was important to me, and I have not been able to do that with anything else in my life. And so that is what sold me on this business, is being able to do this on the move. I did this business while I was relocating from California to Virginia. I happened to be shopping for stuff to move with it. Ooh, I can send that in FBA. So here I am in the hotel, and I bought stuff and shipped it FBA, So all of these things, I was able to do this in all the seasons of my life. I'm relocating, I'm running kids back and forth here and there, and I'm not missing a beat. And so that is like the testament to to the moms. Like, I am not a single mom. I am married, but guess what? I'm a married single parent, because I got to be able to do this on my own, because my husband, he working. So, so yeah, it's, I still have to be able to manage it all on my own. And so that's what DS Domination has been able to do for me. And so for me, for my next, 30, 60, 90 days, is really going to be focused on routines, okay? Because it's the routines that become habit. And when you establish those habits, it becomes like clockwork, right? And so like we talk about batching, I'm big on batching. I will shoot 10 videos in, 2 hours. Hey, whatever that's going to be, I'm getting the videos done. So all of my videos are done in one day. When I'm listing, I'm shopping for things first, pulling down pictures and descriptions, and then I'm listing all at once. So I'm batching all of those tasks, so it's not a lot of back and forth, and really being efficient with my time. And also, it's keeping it simple. We talk about those IPAs. Guys, IPAs are simple. Know the things that make you money. And when it comes down to, especially, we're busy. We have limited time. So, we got to get the most bang for our buck. So the thing that you want to ask yourself is this: is what I'm doing today going to create more time for me tomorrow? So nuts and bolts is, am I listing right now so I can earn more income for me today that's going to free me up for more time tomorrow? Because see, everything is, everybody goes through the grind, okay? Mark Cuban said that if Mark Cuban can go through the grind, we all got to go through the grind, okay? Everybody's got to go through that. But as you progress, that grind gets lighter and lighter, okay? All those things that we're doing for our business, those become habit and just get ingrained in us, okay? And the other thing that I want to talk about is, people mention multitasking, and this is way cool. And I want to tell you this because I'm a total science geek, and if you've been around me long enough, you know that multitasking was not meant for human beings. Multitasking, the term itself, came up in the 60s in talking about computers, okay? And it was that computers move so fast that people think they're multitasking, doing all these things at once. But computers even process only one piece of code at once. Jugglers, they only catch one ball at a time, but it's just moving fast. Multitasking was not meant for human beings. We were meant to focus on one thing at a time. Okay? So the other thing is that for me, on the marketing side, is videos. Okay, so that is my thing, and we're actually hosting a challenge starting tomorrow. Get ready. From now to the end of the month, we're going to be hosting a video challenge led by Keisha Bass, and I'm co-chairing on this one. So videos are my thing. I really like videos, and so we're going to be doing that, and that's going to be my focus on the marketing side. So so just keep it simple. And man, I have been writing all of these notes, And success is really not complicated. I mean, if you look at all these successful people in the world, they're not trying to loop it and swoop it and all of that. There is a specific set of things that they do. And, again, it's establishing those routines. When you wake up in the morning, I'm a wake up, read my Bible, exercise, visualize all that before my family gets up and the kids are up and running, and then I can focus on them. And then after I kick them out the door, then I can focus on my business until it's time for them to come home, and then I can focus on them. So it's when you are doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're supposed to be doing it, then you're going to be okay when you're not doing something. You're not going to be sitting there with your kids and their homework going, oh my gosh, I didn't miss this, I didn't miss that, I didn't do this. So you've got to really get that focused time in, so that when it's time for you to focus on other things, then you can do that and not feel guilty, and grow your business, and it'll be okay.
Powerful, powerful words there, Lysandra. You and Sally Jo both touched on the power of habits and setting yourself up for success in the beginning of the day. And I know that's something that I personally can get better at. But that was really interesting information about the multitasking. I had no idea that initially came from computer speak. So very, very interesting. I learned a lot from you today. If there was one thing that you would recommend people who are just starting in business to do, what would that be?
Again, if you're just getting started in DS domination, just like we said, list and don't think, just do. I have someone on my team, he says, I'm this super analytical person, and I said, okay, don't be you. Okay. Because that's the thing. I look at DS domination like math. Okay, the formula is the formula. You do it. You don't think about it. It doesn't. I don't care if it doesn't make sense to you. You just do it. Follow the directions, and it will come.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lysandra. And I will have my eyes peeled about this video challenge, because I know that that's going to be a lot more value to the team altogether. So it's going to get pretty exciting here this second half of the month. I know it is. We've got some serious things in motion. And so thank you for co-chairing that up with Keisha. That's going to be really exciting. All right, thank you so much, Lysandra. And Coach Lakeisha, you are up next.
All right, thanks, Jan. Thanks for having me. I'm just like pooped out because I went to this event this weekend, and I tell you what, I didn't even write down. Luckily, I'll be able to watch this again so that I can take notes, because everybody gave some awesome, awesome tips. I am Coach Lakeisha Kenya. I started joining with DS Domination October 15th of 2013 rather. And I kind of sat on it like most people, just kind of looking at it and looking at other people's success. And I'm like, wait a minute, I really need to take advantage of this, because I was in a position where I was short of my bills by $500 every month. And I was looking for another way. And really, I was looking for a way that I didn't have to bring anybody else along. I was looking for a way that I didn't have to worry about, going back to my friends, because I was already a part of the NFL, No Friends Left Club, because I've strung them along and shared all kind of different opportunities with them. So anyway, when I found DS Domination and saw the ease of it, I thought, I owe it to them, especially those that I, promised before. And I mean promise, because I'm the type person that I'm a go-getter and I make it happen, and I don't stop until I pass out. And everybody's not going to do that. So with this being e-commerce, and e-commerce being around and is not going anywhere, and it's eBay, and it was something that people could just hear and recognize. I said, you know what? I gotta share this. I owe it to them, and I gotta share this with them. So I started sharing, and it's just really been on ever since then. So a couple of tips that I love to inspire and to just piggyback on everything that everyone else has said tonight. It's just all about us giving uh, somebody else said giving ourselves permission, and I like that. I like so many points that were mentioned. But what I want to talk about is sometimes I think in my mind, why are some people more successful and others may not be? And it all boils down to everything boils down to the habits, the belief, the passion, the flexibility you have, and your attitude. So everything boils down to your frame of mind. So I just wanted to just share a couple little things to give everybody that permission that they might need to give themselves. The first thing that I want to talk about is choose courage over fear. When you choose courage over fear, then you can be successful. But you have to have courage, and to become courageous. For the people who might be saying, "Well, I'm not really, courageous," for those people, you need to just step outside of the box, outside of your comfort zone, and do some courageous things. Because most of being successful is not it is about going beyond what you normally would think that you're capable of. Right through that fear is that success that you've been longing for. So I want to encourage everybody to step outside your comfort zone and just boost yourself up for a little bit more courage. The second thing I want to talk about is believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Your attitude is everything. A negative attitude is going to decrease your success every single time, and the positive attitude will boost you up. Okay, it's just like us ladies when our hair is tight, our game is right. We feel good when we look good, right? Right, ladies, everybody on the panel, your hair ain't done, your nails not done, whatever. So when you believe in yourself, when you have that right attitude, you can be successful in whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. And success is something that is created. It's not something that merely happens. I want to repeat that. Success is something that is created. It doesn't just happen. So you yourself have to decide that I'm going to be successful in whatever it is. Okay. So when you firmly believe in yourself, you can achieve virtually anything. Okay. And the next point, which really is a moot point, is choosing a good company. We wouldn't all be here if we weren't a part of a good company and a part of an excellent team. I've been in the industry since 1994, I think, 1994, and I've done company after company after company. But these ladies that you see on the panel, and the men and women that we have that's a part of the UOP itself. I would pay, even if I just decided, you know what, I don't want to even sell on eBay or Amazon anymore, I would still pay my $20 just to be able to be a part of the camaraderie that we have right here. So again, choosing a good company, and we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be a part if we wasn't a part of a good company. The next thing that I want to just briefly mention is you should adopt self-chosen goals. My goal is my goal. Your mom's goal is your mom's goal. Your husband's goal is your husband's goal. What is your goal? Knowing and being clear about your goal and where you headed in your business is something that you must decide. It must come from within. It can't be somebody else's goal or dream for you. It has to be a self-chosen goal. Okay, so that way you're going to put all of your passion and everything you have into achieving it. Okay. um I was going to talk about purpose and vision, but I think everybody really nailed that already. In over the head. Visualize. I do want to say that when you visualize something, it is really powerful. Like Kana said, the dream board. When you dream, it's just not the same as you having the feelings of how you felt, or how you will feel at the time when you achieve that goal. So visualizing it, and I mean really getting deep down into it. How will you feel when you're able to drive that new car off the lot? How will you feel when you're able to do whatever for your child? When you're able to, provide the best of the best? How will you really feel? And then once you feel that feeling, you're not going to want to let it go. You're not going to want to let it go. So you're going to work extra hard to make sure that you can feel the way that you desire to feel. So visualization is everything. And Lysandra just talked about accepting a challenge. She didn't talk about accepting the challenge. She talked about there is going to be a challenge. The challenge is going to be a video challenge. So my point to you is accept the challenge. Make up your mind right now. When I look back 3 years ago, when I first started doing YouTube videos, boy, I mean, y'all think I'm crazy now. Like I just say whatever and just laugh and keep it moving. But before, I used to have to shoot a video 20 times before I would upload it to YouTube. Now, it's whatever comes up, comes out. It's authentic. It's true. It's who I am. And people resonate with that. So again, whether you've done a video or not, accept the challenge. Start doing the videos and just get outside of your comfort zone, accept the challenge, and you're going to go and be able to move mountains. Be willing to take risk because a lot of people are sitting there and they're holding that $20. And we just came from this big festive jubilee, and I paid $15 for something meaningless. I mean, food even. We spent like maybe $25 today in food, and that could be $20 that you could start the business with. So anyway, just be willing to take a risk. There's no guarantees on any path. So you just have to be willing to say, you know what, I'm going to risk this $20, or I'm going to upgrade to Elite and risk this $99 a month, but I'm going to give it 150% so that it will yield me a bigger return. So you just can't be afraid. You just got to jump, okay? Leap and grow your wings on the way down. Another point I want to make, and I'm going to wrap it up, is do what you love. Do something that you love. I don't even want to butcher the quote, but it's something like, when you do something you love, it's like you never work a day in your life. I don't know. Y'all know the quote. But however, just make sure that it's something that you love so that you can put all your passion and enthusiasm into it. And my last point that I want to make is gratitude. You have to be grateful. You have to be thankful to whoever you worship, whoever you feel woke you up this morning. There was a quote that said, what if God only blessed you with what you told him thank you for today? I mean, I kind of read that all the time because I'm not grateful enough, and I know that. So again, I want to just tell you, be grateful, and don't look at Kana has this, or Tam has that, or no. You look at your life for where you are today and grade yourself according to yourself, because you don't know what Kana went through. She don't look like what she been through, and I don't know Kana like that, but I'm just making a point. Thank God we don't look like what we've been through, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is, don't compare yourself to Coach Lakeisha, or don't compare yourself to Jen or Keisha Bass or anyone else. Compare yourself to where you are today and rate yourself and say, you know what? Tomorrow won't look like today. And get rid of any negativity, okay? And be thankful for where you are, because trust and believe. I'm a nurse, and Tam's a nurse, and we see people every day, and I'm sure you do, whether you're a nurse or not. You see people that are in much worse financial shapes. You see people who are in physical shapes much worse than we are. So we should just be grateful and just give God honor, or whoever, like I say, whoever you praise, give them glory for where you are today, and go and do it with expectation. Whatever you're doing in your business, all the points that all the ladies have shared thus far on this hangout tonight, do it with great expectation and be thankful, and not, and just know that wherever you are today, you don't have to be there tomorrow. Every day is a new day for us to get up and do it all over again, and just reevaluate where you are tomorrow. And so, if you didn't accomplish everything on your task list, just say, you know what, the next day, say, hey, be honest. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but moving forward, I'm going to do better. And give yourself that little leeway to get it right. Okay? And I hope that I didn't take up too much time. Back to you, Jen.
Coach Lakeisha, that was beautiful. I think you touched on the heart of the unit of prosperity right there. You've got to have a passion for why you're pursuing your goals, and I want to thank you for sharing all that you just shared with us right now. I know that was really valuable. I looked over on the presentation side of this hangout, and people have just gotten so much value out of tonight's hangout. And so I want to give a special thank you to all of the panelists tonight. I know I've gotten a lot of really powerful wisdom that I'm going to put into my business starting tomorrow morning. And I hope that everyone watching was able to take away at least a few things that can help you build the next block in your business. Your business is more than just one thing and you're done, right? We're building essentially a building. We're building a foundation, and then we're building up. So every bit of wisdom, every bit of personal development, every bit of training, that all adds up. And then when you take action, that's what actually puts the block in place. So we're going to have even more value coming at you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And you can get back with the person who referred you to this hangout. They can share the link for tomorrow night's hangout. That has women and men panelists, and we share a lot of our results. We share a lot of what DSD and the UOP have done in our lives, just to give you an idea that there are real people here, real results, and it is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It's copy and paste and follow some instructions. And one thing that I want to remind people who are watching tonight is, yes, we have so much value here in the Unit of Prosperity. We have so much training available for you, but don't let that be a substitute. Don't let that be a stumbling block from actually taking action. Make sure, like the ladies tonight talked about, that you are taking time daily on income producing activities. So whether that's listing items or sending out promotions as an affiliate, whatever it is that you are building an income here with DSD, be sure and do some of that every day, because that's what builds the momentum in your business. That's what helps you have a bigger month the next month, and after that, and after that. Because if you feel like, oh, I'm just going to keep it at a certain level and keep it constant, unfortunately, that's just not the way it works. So if you're not growing, you're going to start dying. So I encourage you to get out there and take some massive action this week. If you are not yet on our team, then you are welcome to join our team tonight. So please contact the person who sent you to this hangout, and I know they'll be happy to connect you with a sign-up link, and we will immediately welcome you into our team. You can get into our Facebook group. We have all sorts of additional resources for you, and be sure and join us tomorrow night on the Monday night Unit of Prosperity Hangout. So with that, I want to thank everyone again, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks a lot.